our last couple of times we've been looking at this tract, and we've only gone to the first sentence so far. If you want to be reminded of what I said last time, watch the video. So I'm on the second sentence today, and it says, this is talking about Jesus being incarnation of God on earth. It says, however, according to the Bible, Jesus was born, ate, slept, prayed, and had limited knowledge, all attributes not befitting God. God has attributes of perfection, whereas man is the opposite. How can anything be two complete opposites simultaneously? So let's have a look through this, shall we? According to the Bible, Jesus was born, ate, slept, and prayed, and had limited knowledge. Do you know why that is? Because Jesus was eternally the Son of God. And what he did, he put aside his divine privileges to become human. And in order to become human, he needed to have the full experience of humanity, which is why he ate and he slept, he went to the toilet. Now, there's nothing sinful about doing those things, is there? Man was made in his image. It wasn't the fact that they ate and slept and went to the toilet that made them in God's image. It was the fact that they were beings with thoughts and the ability to communicate with God and to be representatives of him on earth. But man sinned, Adam sinned, disobeyed, and a curse came upon all humanity, and so we are all by default sinners, and God made a way from then on, redeem mankind, and that redemption came through Jesus Christ, who came 2,000 years ago, who was eternally God the Son and took on flesh. He had the full human experience. We had the temptations as a human as you and I do. He had even the temptations to sin. We know in Matthew 4 and Luke 4 that he was tempted by the devil in the desert when he was at his weakest point of hunger and such. But he passed those tests. And in his lifetime, he never sinned. And if he had sinned, he couldn't be the sacrifice for sin. So this is really important because Jesus was born, ate, slept, prayed, and had limited knowledge. He was fully human. He wasn't Superman coming down to be a God. He was fully human, but he was also fully God. He had two natures. It says all attributes not befitting God. Well, God is spirit. God was eternally keeping the creation in order, as was the Son and the Holy Spirit. But the second person of the Trinity, and the Trinity's been in the Bible from the very beginning, from Genesis 1:26. He said, let us make man in our image. There was fellowship in heaven before he even created the universe. And they wanted to share that fellowship with his creation that he was going to make. And so it makes sense for Jesus in his humanity to continue his relationship with God. Even though he was restricted in a human body, he could still communicate and he could still teach people how to pray to their Father, because Jews knew God as their Father. And that's why Jesus didn't go around saying, I am God, worship me, because Jews knew God as their Father. And he was clearly saying, I am not the Father, I am the Son of the Father. He referred to himself as the Son. and called upon his father and spoke about his father. And that in order to, if you obey me, you are obeying my father, because they are one in nature, in purpose. The Father and Son are different persons, as the Holy Spirit is. They are different persons, but they are in the one being God. We are not talking about three different gods. That is a misconception in the Qur'an, because Allah, who obviously isn't God, didn't understand the Bible that he claimed to reveal. If you hear a lot of bangs in the background, it's because it's November the 5th and there's fireworks going on, so it might sound like a war zone. Thank you for watching, and we'll go into more of this tract. We're only into the first paragraph, and there's so much more damage to be done, and there's so much more to be said about this. Anyway, thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye-bye.